Okay.
Hi guys. I'm gonna show you how to do yourself a salon manicure look at home, and I'm gonna show you the little secrets, because when I do my French manicure nails, everybody asks me if I've got them done professionally. So what you need first is to go to your local Family Dollar or Dollar General, and we're gonna get the nailing. It's like $3, and this is a French manicure. And they have all different kinds. They have active wear, and I got the medium length. Okay, so as you can see, my nails are really long without having to have manicure nails, but I thought I'd do a tutorial and show you how to get a salon look at a dollar store price. So you got to get the nails, and you need a buffer, and you need a buffer that's really, really hard and scaly. Not one that's soft, because that's the secret to keeping your nails on for at least a month. And then clippers, and then you got the nail glue, and that's about it. Clippers, a buffer, and your dollar store nails. So first we want to start by getting our cuticles back. You want to get your cuticles back. You want to push them back. So since I don't have much time, I'm just going to do the first 2 fingernails, and then you guys can do the rest. All of your nails. So you want to pick out your nails first and put them over here to the side. So I got my thumb, my first, and my middle. And you want to pick out nails that are not bigger than your real fingernail, because that looks too fake when they're bigger. So you want to get them, pick out the ones to the perfect size to your nail. So we did the cuticles. You push your cuticles back, and now we're gonna clip your nails off if you have any. And I do, because I got a big old breakage in the side, so I'm wanting to clip that off. Anyways, so you clip your nail. Okay, that one's long, and you need sharp clippers. And get that one off there. Okay. And the next step is you want to buff that fingernail down, your real nail, and buff it down. Buff it down. Okay. Now, if you have any hangnails, you're going to want to clean up the sides. Okay. And buff it down. You don't want it buffed all the way, and you don't want to clip it really, really small. Okay. So if you have any hangnails, look at that later. If you have any hangnails, you want to make sure you clean that up. Okay. And make sure your cuticles are back. So here is the secret to getting your nails to stay on for a good month. It's not really healthy for your nail, but they'll go back. You want to buff that nail all the way, and you want to put some pressure. You want to buff it pretty bit hard. It's going to scratch your nail, but that is the big secret to keeping it on keeping these on for a month, and you can wash dishes and do your daily chores. Okay, so you want to buff that out, the top of it, the sides. Alright, and you're going to have nails. That's the nails. But that is what makes for a good stay. Get your glue. Okay, you got your glue. Okay, and on the French manicure, okay, you're going to buff the manicure too. Okay? You're going to buff the sides. Now, you don't want to pick out a nail that you have to cut. You just really want to buff it. Okay. And I picked out the really pretty one. And they have all kinds of different kinds at Family Dollar or Dollar General. And they're all different designs. But I like the French manicure. Okay, so you're going to slightly put the glue on. And up at the top, for sure, of your nail that's buffed. Okay, don't get too much. Okay, then just kind of put a thin coat. Alright, pull your skin back with your finger. And just lay that nail right over top. Okay, and you want to count at least up to a minute. Okay, and in the meantime, you want to kind of move it around before it sets. Okay, and then you can push it like this and hold it like this for like 60 seconds. Roll your finger around on it so you can get the glue applied all over your fingernail. Especially the tip. Press down on that tip. Okay. You want to move back some skin that you might have glued. Okay, and that's what that's going to look like. That is better than a salon price, paying $30-40. That's insane. That's insane. You don't need to pay $30-40 when you can go to the dollar store and get a French manicure set and put them on yourself. Okay, so make sure you do not pick out a huge nail. Now, this nail, I picked out a smaller, a good fit for my first nail. Okay, so I'm going to buff the fingernail. I'm going to buff the nail that I'm going to put on. I'm going to buff my fingernail. And I'm going to get the back part. Make sure the cuticle's down. Then you're going to clip it. And clip your regular original nail. Remember, don't clip them too deep. Okay, and you want to buff that nail, your regular nail, you know, and then you're going to buff the top. So you want to shape it and buff the top. Make sure you pressure the top, so you're gonna kind of ruin the top of your nail, but that's what keeps them on. Glue all around, and then the nail you picked out for your first finger. Okay, and remember, you want to hold that down and press it down all the way from your tip. I'm putting pressure on the tip and the cuticle of this nail. You want to do that for 60 seconds. Okay, push your skin back. That might have got glued. Look at that. That is beautiful. And that looks like a salon. You don't have to pay $30, $40. And then the last and final thing is get some baby oil and rub it on your cuticles and around the sides. Okay? Now, does that not look salon good? Or not? Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening to my tutorial on how to do salon nails for a dollar store price. Bye.